Hey, it's Mr. Mice Guy, and we're back with Dopamine's litter. This is day 8, and the pups are doing really well. I know I talked about the last couple of videos that I was concerned, and yeah, definitely doing better. They feel very warm now, and it seems like they've made quite a bit of progress. So what do we have today? So I'm just going to go through and handle all of them as some conditioning and habituation sort of stuff. You know, you can see that their ears are developing quite a bit. They're looking more like adult ears. Their bellies are all full, which is good. So I can see nipples now on the female. So this one, I can't tell if that you can see it on the camera or not, but very faintly I can see nipples. And let's see if I can get a pointer. Should have had my pointer ready. So I can't see it at all in the camera display, but it looks like I'm seeing nipples like here. Yeah, I don't know that you can see them in the camera. Let's try this one here. Doesn't help that they don't like to be held. Yep, I can see them on this one too. Just barely though. Again, down here, there's one here, and then one right here under the foot. And there's actually, I think, 5 on each side. So, anyway, so those two are definitely female. Let's check them out. See what we have as far as males and females. This one, let's see. It's hard because I want to make sure it's in the camera for the camera to see, but also I can't see it through the camera. So, yes, this one's female as well. Another way to tell that they're females is, I forgot what we call this, the urethral orifice, if it's on a female, is that the part that's facing the tail, let's get some poop in here, will have a groove in it. And the males do not have that groove. So, let's see if we can get focused in on that. In real life, I can see that there's a groove on the underside of that. I think actually we might be able to see a nipple right here too. Yeah, can you see the groove? In real life, I can see it. And that's an indicator that it's a female as well. Another one with the groove. Pretty sure this is female. I can't quite make out the nipples on this one. This one, yep, this would be female as well. This one, oh, don't squeak. No. This one's also female. Oops, also female. This one, I think is male. This guy's a male, I think. Yep. Let's put him over here. This one, I want to say, I'm not sure about this one. I don't really see any nipples here, so it makes me think maybe male on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna say male on that one. Is this one? Yeah, this is what we just looked at, male. And then this little guy is also male. One of the things that I found is that on mice that have depigmentation on their belly or in general, they're a little bit harder to tell. So if this, I'm pretty sure this one's going to be a black and tan. If it was a solid black or if it was an agouti one, it would be easier to tell. It seems like it's easier to tell for me whether they're male or not. So it looks like maybe we'll have 3 males and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 females, which I'm okay with. I'm gonna guess that another thing is it looks like these the black ones I think are all black. Even the little one, I think he's just a runt, and he is going to be black. So I feel good about that. It's looking more and more like they probably are all tan. They all have a very strong line across their belly, so that should be interesting because they should have some pretty good length. Remember, one of the kind of ideas or goals behind this pairing was that Dopamine and the father are unrelated, but both have long hair, and so I was hoping that maybe we'd be able to augment that long hair by combining 2 unrelated mice. They are also outbred, so that the father and the mother are totally unrelated, which is usually a good thing as far as their own health and fertility. So yeah, those look like they're all going to be black and tan, which is exciting. I have a kind of love-hate relationship with the pink-eyed ones. I like pink-eyed ones that are like a dark ruby pink-eyed, but I'm not crazy about like the bright red albino pink-eyed. So it looks like we are actually going to have one white one. It looks like the camera's actually picking up that pretty well now. This one here looks like he's going to be white, or she. Yeah, I think that one's a she. This one's going to be white, but these 3 are probably going to be dove, like a beigey color with pink eyes. They could be silver. It's also possible that they'll be silver. I don't think so. I think that they will be more of a beigey sort of color. And again, I'm not a super fan of like pink-eyed albinos. Not a fan of that. But it is what it is. It will be interesting to see. Something I've wanted to see was some long-haired albinos. So that'll be good. I'm excited to see that. Yeah. It looks like on this one, unless I'm mistaken, it looks like we might be able to see the little umbilical cord scab still. Right here. Unless that's just a scab from something else. I don't know. Yeah. This guy has it too a little bit, I think. Never noticed that. I've never noticed that it lasted that long before. But yeah, I feel pretty good about them now. I am fairly confident that the rest of these guys are going to survive to adulthood. Yeah, I'm excited to see what these black and tans are going to look like with long fur. One of the just cleaning some poop off of this guy. One of the potential colors that I was thinking of would be having a pied merle black and tan plus Texel. Pied merle black and tan plus Texel, or maybe pied merle blue and tan plus Texel are both colors that I think I might be interested in. And now this guy will be a carrier for pied, be a carrier for blue, be a carrier for merle. And so when I breed, if I were to breed 2 of these together, we would probably have some tan pied merles in the litter, which I am very excited about. So I am definitely looking forward to that litter in the future, but it'll take it'll take a while for us to get there. Usually you can't really breed mice until maybe 6-7 weeks, something like that. So that's a good month and a half before they can breed. I know that I've seen on some of different mouse groups, people will be like, "Oh, I don't breed mice until 12 weeks." But and I don't know where this comes from. I feel like it's an idea of like a sort of virtue signaling, morality sort of thing. But from everything that I've read, is that mice should be bred pretty early because they lose their fertility pretty rapidly. And that they're at their highest fertility. I think it's like 6-7 weeks old, and then it starts to decline over time. And that also varies depending on the strain of the mice. And so I know too that depending on the strain that you have and the strain that you're working with, or the laboratory strain or whatever, those numbers can all vary quite a bit as far as how quickly they develop and mature. Usually domestic animals tend to mature more rapidly, or they have a delay in maturity, so they retain juvenile traits. But I believe that as far as reproduction and sexual maturity, I think that they tend to mature faster than their wild counterparts. I'd have to double check on that. Yeah, I feel really good about these guys. So I'm probably going to keep... I'm definitely going to be keeping a male and a female from this litter. And is it going to be... It's either going to be one of the black and tans. I have to decide between a black and tan pair or kind of a beigey silver pair. I'm not sure yet. Right now, I'm kind of thinking it might be a black and tan pair. So this is a female, and this, I believe, oh, this is a female too. Oh, do we not have a black and tan male? No, that one's definitely got nipples. Oh, is this one the male? That might be. Let's see. This one might be male, actually. So I might keep like this guy, and then one of them is what I'm possibly thinking right now. But I do want to see their coats develop, because if one of these guys, the male, one of these males over here, is really good, I might just keep him instead, because that coat length is important to me. But if not, I might go with like one of these two, or even if one of the females has really good length, I will probably go with, I'd be okay with going with one of the black and tans and one of these guys here, because that would still produce some black and tan and merle and pied pups, which will be super cool looking. But again, we probably won't have those until, so if you breed them at like 6 or 7 weeks, that'll bring us into, where we at, April, that'll bring us into May, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they'll conceive right away either, but that'll bring us into May, and then pups are born, like 20 days later, so that would probably bring us to June, where we would have those first, like, black and tan pied merle, or blue and tan pied merle, or maybe even like a pink-eyed dove tan pied merle. So yeah, my birthday's in June, so maybe those will be a nice birthday present to myself while we're still under quarantine. Or lockdown, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, so this video has been quite long in comparison to my other ones, so I am going to leave it there, and we will see you again tomorrow for day 8.